live on Sunday nights with those guys. Thank you guys for waiting patiently. Give me a second. I'm trying to join the chat room right now. What's up, Mr. Crowley and his drone? Paul Murray, you know the link is sent already. And what's up, Jay Santiago?
Hey, how's it going?
How are you guys doing? And
What's up,
hold
everyone?
on, I need to put my headset on because this is actually going to cause an echo at some time and point during the show. On during the live stream. I have to
Is it?
stop saying show because it's not a show. We're not on freaking Broadway. But anyway,
Well, it's a show
um,
nevertheless, especially
well,
when the singing and the dancing start.
yeah, I guess you could. What's up, EBRFPV? And hold on, I just switched to my headphone. Can one of you guys say something?
Something.
Okay, there we go.
Something.
Paul Mary, you know the link is sent. How are you guys? And welcome back to Sunday nights with those guys. I'm gonna try and use the natural sunlight. And
Hey,
I
Night Train, how's it going?
Night Train, what's up, brother? How are you? Um, Tonight's gonna be interesting because I literally have no drone news except for what I've heard throughout the week, and I do have the FAA website on that letter they just put out. Hey Val, welcome to Sunday Nights with
Did
those.
they actually put that letter out, or was it something that was a leak?
Well, it's
Because
only
I heard
it.
that that wasn't what they put out. That was a leak of some sort.
Okay, well, what I actually have to show you guys tonight is on the FAA website, and it's pretty much word for word, pretty close to word for what Bill, the drone reviewer, read off in an email that was sent to him or leaked to him or leaked, period. How are you, Val? What's up?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How you doing?
How you doing, Val?
Hey, Val.
I'm
I'm all
doing
right.
good.
I'm all right. What's up, Justin? How are you? I'm sorry I missed you earlier, man,
Oh,
but
good.
I'm
Was running
earlier
around a couple
I was
errands.
out. What happened?
Was running around trying to do a couple errands. I was gonna actually fly at Micro Center right outside the store, but I didn't even get a chance to because it was just hectic over there.
What, in Long Island?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys will be glad to know that Herman and I found a spot, and everybody else has flown there but Herman and I, and now just you, Justin.
Yes.
But we have to get back over there at nighttime for that.
I don't
Uh,
think we found the spot. I mean, it was a
well,
spot that was known, and I was surprised actually that it wouldn't have a lot more people there hanging out. I was really surprised.
so that was because we got there early. Because you noticed we had to stop flying a couple of times as the
I
people came in with their cameras and stuff.
watch this. I don't know if you've noticed, but in this area that we live in, nobody's earlier than the tourists.
That's true.
They're up walking around in your way from the morning starts. You can't even get to work with them around.
That's true. And do you know they actually stand online? You know the Kelly and the Kelly show with
They stand
Ryan
online
Seacrest,
for everything in New York.
they are online, dude, starting at 3:30 in the morning because they had offered me free tickets. And I was like, well, what time do the guys start getting out there? Because your seat is according to how early you get there. So you get there early, you get the better seats.
Right.
And the lady was like, we'll send you the tickets, we'll send anyone tickets, but you gotta start get down here about 3:30 in the morning. Now keep
Mm.
in mind this show doesn't start till freaking 9.
They got Jordans in there.
Man, I know they're online like they got sneakers, right?
Be right back.
Okay. Um, Welcome to Sunday nights with those guys. Sorry I wasn't on. We weren't on last Sunday, but it was Mother's Day, and unless you wanted to see me get beat up, it
Well,
was
we want to be here.
none of us would be here if we were live last
Well,
weekend. Hey, Michael McReynolds, how are you? And welcome to Sunday nights with those guys. Anyway, if you've been to Phantom Flight 101's live stream, and hopefully we'll be able to get Justin to go rogue every now and then
ooh,
and go live. But
Uh,
this show is drone based, drone format. We talk drones and then we wind up going squirrel and making a left turn when GPS tells you to make like Herman and I were driving in a tunnel. We were in a tunnel and his GPS in his ear told him to make a right turn, and he goes, right turn where? Because we're in a tunnel, so you figure if your GPS tells you to make a right turn, it's telling you to turn into the wall.
So
You know,
you figure, remember the lady that in Long Island that was like her GPS told her to turn right, and it would told her like she looked and it was going in the water, and she followed what the GPS said, and she drove her car right into the water.
yes, someone else did that on Long Island also.
Well,
Just
I didn't drive into the wall.
well, we didn't. That's true because we're live now. But
You got common sense.
Michael McReynolds says hello, Phantom Flight 101. But
Hello,
also,
what's up,
someone's
Mike?
GPS caused them, if you might remember the story, Justin, on Long Island, to make a right or left turn onto a subway, onto the Long Island Railroad tracks. Someone made a left or right turn, and they were heading towards a train. And I'm like, how do you listen to your GPS and your GPS puts you on railroad tracks and you don't realize, get the hell off of it? She turned and she kept driving. She turned and kept driving.
It's like they turn and they freeze on the tracks. I don't know why. It's just like, go. Step on the gas.
Right. True. Hey, what's up?
It's called dumb.
Hey,
How was your
Eber.
week, Val? How was your Mother's Day, Val?
It was great.
Well, I hope you're getting the brownies.
No, I had to go turn the police scanner off. Little background noise. We just got the all clear. We were under a tornado warning, and all the TVs are going off. The cell phone.
I heard that. There we go.
So I guess you would go ship flying, huh?
Yep.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
I didn't get a fancy oil tanker or anything, but I got a cruise ship today.
There you go.
Ooh.
Those are good to get. Yeah.
And it wasn't moving. It was docked.
Paul,
Cool.
that's like when somebody says, "Yeah, I got some pictures of this whale," but the whale was dead on the beach.
Well, a whale dead on the beach. I get called for that all the time when I go to the beach. They keep trying to push me back into the water and set me free, And I keep saying, no.
That's
Oh my
funny.
God.
And so, Val, what's up? How are you? You're like really quiet tonight. Are
Oh, I'm good. I'm just listening to y'all right now.
Are you like in low energy mode, or are you feeling violent and need to rip something apart?
Little of both,
Violent.
Val.
Violent. No,
Hey, Val,
I
who are you interviewing tonight, Val?
Robert Banks.
Robert Banks. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna be fun.
He's the workout king, right?
Oh yeah. He's been working out forever.
Okay.
Huh?
So I knew the name sounded familiar.
Oh yeah, I think he comes in here. He's really, gets to a lot of the live streams, just really puts in the time, which not all of us can do because how much stuff we got going. But my sister made me a hat.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see. What does it say?
It says Val's Life.
Okay, very good. Very good.
If you look at it just right, though, it says Val is lit.
No,
So,
it does not. Don't say that to my sister. She took a lot of time.
I know it was
I'm
made
done.
with love. But she had it on the other day, and she turned her head just right, and she was making some kind of a comment, and I said, "Does that really say that you're lit, Val, or what?"
Yeah, no, still no.
I would find it really hard, Val, to see you lit. I mean,
Yeah.
I
It
might
just
have.
doesn't happen.
Well, I take you as a naturalist, and to see you lit, then I know it. I would start getting really scared because something's wrong, and you're about to do something, or something's about to happen if you're lit.
That's right. That's right.
So
That is right.
So if the day that you ever come on here cursing everybody out, I'm ending the show. I'm deleting my channel.
Well, you should have been on Val's show the other night.
What?
Yeah.
What show? There was no show. Was I on the other night? I don't think so.
She was so lit, she don't remember.
That was her evil twin.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was that when I was with Russell and Pusa and
Yeah.
okay. There's an explanation for
What
that.
happened? Please explain. Please explain. Please.
Okay. So they were talking about scissors, and I couldn't figure out what they were talking about. And so I thought they meant that Russell had got on a pair of scissors and was standing on them, and they were doing like this, but they were talking about something else.
A
Then,
scissor lift. Yep.
yeah, and then they were saying all kinds of stuff. I did not understand half the show. But then at the end, it turned out to be something not so good. So, well, that was what they were saying. So I went on to tell everyone all the shows they get to watch the next day because I was on the next day.
Right.
And there was like Pusa's on, Cap 7's on, Bill the drone reviewer was on. I don't know. This seems to have an echo right now. And then Donkey Man's on. Girl with Curlers is on. Huh?
Someone's speaker might be too loud, and it's actually picking up the microphone.
Okay.
But
And
I
then
don't think it's too bad.
everybody and their brothers on. You know, Guy Shavings on. So I ended up saying the F word. But I just want to say that is rare.
Well, Val, I'm gonna let you know if you cursed, you're excused because
Okay,
I
thank
know
you.
you don't abuse the word like other people on the panel do.
Like Paul.
Like
Right.
other people on the panel.
Like
What?
Paul.
I didn't. I never said a word. So all of you said something. You're all guilty.
You know what's funny about that? Rewind all the live streams and see who curses the most. Yeah.
All right. You know why?
Hey, Mike Roach, how's it
You know
doing?
why? Because about halfway through the show,
Yeah.
y'all are doing your own thing, and I slip off and I go making a goat drink, and then I come back and I'm like, you know. So
I get it. I get it. So one of these days.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Mike. Hey, Whiz Bang.
All right. Listen, we usually have some type of drone news to talk about, but
Okay.
because I've been burning the candle at both ends, I literally have no drone news, but I do have something that everyone's been talking about, and it has to do with the FAA changing the rules for recreational drone pilots, et cetera, et cetera. Bill, the drone reviewer, did something on this. I think I saw one or two other channels that I favor. A lot of people did do videos on this, but from what I'm understanding here and what they're saying, and maybe correct me, anybody on the panel, but they're saying that eventually you will be told when and where to fly. And for now, it's okay to do what you're going to do. It's okay to fly, but this is what you have to do, A, B, and C. And my issue is, you guys have heard the letter. What is your impression on it? What do you think should be done? Any comments? Whatever.
well, they're basically saying that recreational drone pilots are going to be limited to Class B airspace.
Okay, well, you know as well as I do, here in New York, 3/4 of New York is Class B airspace.
That's what I was going to say.
And this morning, while I was on my way to go flying with Herman early in the morning, another member that we know, Paul and Val, we're all in the same group. We went live because he was at a meetup, and there were about 6 to 10 guys there, and they were all talking about where they couldn't fly anymore. Oh, I went here, I hit a no-fly zone, and one guy that was there actually lost his drone this week because he went into a no-fly zone, and they have this thing here in New York, Paul. I don't know if it applies where you are also, but when you take off in an area where there's a possible heliport and or a landing path of a plane, if that path is active, it will tell you your return to home may be altered or changed.
What?
Yeah.
And it says it before you take off. It says it'll
Oh.
allow you to fly, but it will actually say, what does it say, Herman? Actually, your return.
I don't remember, but it's
Oh,
fact,
You're,
you're impeding in your return to home paths. Maybe.
yes, your return to home path may conflict or pass through a landing zone of an airplane, or pass or go through a no-fly zone.
That's why you're in a no-fly zone.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But if you're not allowed to fly there, my thing is they're allowing people to take off. Lance, people are using Lance, some people are not. But the point I'm trying to make is these guys were having a meetup and nobody was flying, at least from what I could see on screen. And everybody was talking about where they can't fly. And Herman and a bunch of people have been saying for over a year they're going to take away your airspace and they're going to restrict you to a park this big. Right now, they have an airfield here in New York that did not have a no-fly zone around it, but it's slowly getting closer to the park. It's an AMA airfield, and they're limited to 200 feet, and they can't fly outside of the park.
Yep.
Jeez.
And it's a giant circle. The circle is maybe I would say a 200, 150, 200 foot radius circle. And they expect you to fly in there. The race guys with racing drones is no problem, but they expect you to fly in there with a drone that goes 4.3 miles.
And a lot of people were like, I was reading on, like, watching videos on YouTube. A lot of people was like, man, if I have an Aspire 2 and I'm only allowed to go in a circle in 200 feet up, I'm getting out of this hobby, which is sad.
Right.
Well, I don't think you have to get out of the hobby. What I think it opens the door for is for what I just heard earlier, recently, I should say, about the rumors of the new Spark coming out, which opens the door for those guys that instead of spending $1,500 on a drone,
right,
you can buy that Spark and fly in the park where you are.
That's true.
I mean, you don't need to spend all that money.
Well, I know a lot of guys that are doing professional flying, and what they have all told me privately and publicly is they love their DJI because we all feel it. That when they fly great and everything. Mm-hmm. But they are adding to their fleet an Evo.
Okay.
Evo.
Okay, but you do know, Paul. Eventually, there's a matter of time before the Evo's GPS system will be affected too.
Yep. But these guys got to fly now, so that they're kicking the can down the road.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with kicking the can. You saw the Twilight Zone. What happened to the dude that didn't go out and kick the can with the rest of them? He got left behind, right?
Yep.
Okay, exactly. But anyway, I wanted to read something really quick off of here because the beginning of it pretty much explains what they're trying to do. And it's very simple. It says, you guys can see this on screen, right? Hold on a second. I did not click my picture. There we go. Now you guys can see it without me having to talk. But this is on the FAA website, as you guys say. FAA highlights changes for recreational drones. And it basically says, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to skip through it briefly. While recreational flyers may continue to fly below 400 feet, key sentence, the very first sentence, while recreational flyers may continue to fly below 400 feet. It doesn't say that they're stopping you guys. And the people are going, oh, they're saying we can't fly here. They're saying until they can figure this junk out, that's what you have to do. Under 400, what happened?
A lot of people are just jumping to the conclusions. They're not actually reading it. Everyone's just like, oh, I can't fly.
Right. Now, hold on. That was just the first sentence. I'm not going to read anything more from that paragraph. I'm going to skip 2 paragraphs. And it says, until further notice, air traffic control facilities will no longer accept requests to operate recreational drones in controlled airspace on a case-by-case basis. Meaning, if you call the airport, I'm going to cut this off here.
Not going to answer the phone.
We can take this and run with this.
Yeah.
If you think you have to call the airport to get or let them know you're flying, they don't want to be bothered with that. They want everyone to go through Lance. They're relying on Lance right now, and right now Lance is.
Remember the last time I flew by the beach, it gave me it popped up and says you could accept authorization to fly, and it limit me to 200 feet because I was flying in the area of the flight pattern. But
Right. Justin and I were both flying, and
which
what
is fine. I
happened?
can do that as long as I get to fly. And
Right. We don't care if we're limited to 200 feet because exactly where Justin and I were flying, the planes were maybe a mile and a half to 2 miles down the beach, and they were coming and landing. And just as they passed us, they would break the 400-foot, 500-foot marker. So we weren't worried about going past that. But there are now, when you fly, your app, DJI app, will tell you limited. And this is funny. I went to fly 3 weeks ago, and it told me even though you can't go past 400, your maximum altitude is 492 feet. Now, this is the app telling me. Now,
You're not allowed to do that anyway, right?
I know, but the point I'm trying to make is
Technically, you are, because you have the parameters set in your app for you to rise above 400 feet for objects that are within 400 feet of you to get over them. Then it will go above it.
Right. So it's letting you know, like they know they have Herman's drone identification, they have mine, they have about 150 people I can think of. If I had to write a list right off the top of my head right now, I could list 50 people, maybe close friends, maybe not, that fly in New York, and the police and the FAA have all of their drone information. And you know why they don't mess with us? And I say this all the time, if it was illegal to fly in New York City, all of us would be locked the hell up. All right. And the reason that we're not is because they know who's flying clean and who's not.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
and that brings
is saying that today under Lance, and it says no altitude limit. Well, it depends on what area you flew in.
You're right. That's Eddie. Where were you flying, Eddie? That it said no altitude limit. You depending on where you were, that would dictate a lot, because I know for a fact if I go out to the Catskills and I'm at 600 feet above sea level, it's going to mark me at 0 when I take off. You guys know this. But if that mountain clears 1,200 feet, guess what? It's legal to skim that. He was in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. And maybe you know why, Eddie? I got the perfect answer for you. And Herman, you should agree with this as well.
Williamsburg, so he had an overlap of seaplane.
Today was Sunday. Today is Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday is the best day to fly the East River or the West River in New York City. Tell me it's not.
It is, but he still is going to find the overlap on the map of seaplane.
Yeah, seaplane,
heliport.
Yeah.
And depending on where he is, small airport.
So he said
he says under his 107 he was approved and no height limit, because they naturally assume, Eddie, that you're 107 and you're working. And this is the point we're getting to right now in New York. At that meetup this morning, these guys were standing around talking about, I used to fly here and I can't. I used to fly there. And one guy said he went into a no-fly zone, and trying to return home from the no-fly zone, it went into auto land.
So that I don't understand.
In the river.
See, I don't understand that, because right now,
what's up, Elliot?
By law, the only ones allowed to take down drones or jam drone signals, Homeland Security and the Department of Defense.
True.
That's it.
True. I know this, and a lot of other people, if you did not know that, and your drone is taken down, you could have a pretty good lawsuit. What's that?
And DJI can take it down too, as we all know.
Well, pilot error too.
Well, if you watch
but what we're talking about now is two separate things. Eddie is at Part 107, as I am, and it says right in that, if you were to read more of that, Lawrence, and I know it'd be redundant, but it says if you are a hobbyist, you must conform to the hobbyist rules.
Yes.
If you are a 107, you conform to the 107 rules, period.
Now, my question is with those 107 rules, I thought 107 are limited to a certain height because we have a guy named Tom in our group, and whenever we fly with him, he doesn't go higher than 200 feet because he says, as a 107, I'm limited to 200 feet.
No, that's not true. 400 feet, but
Well,
it's 400 feet above the highest structure. But
Yeah.
however, however, it's the 400, up and above.
Well, he flies at 200. He never goes higher than
he wants to be safe, I guess. I don't know, but but it's still the 400-foot rule.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but the point I'm trying to make is that if, as a 107 pilot, I have, and even you guys, you can apply for a variance to allow you to fly in certain situations. But
That's understandable.
as a 107 pilot, just between us, we get fast tracked.
I understand that, but Herman has been saying this
Hey,
for
Ellie.
a year and a half now.
Right.
Okay. And this is important. He's been saying they are going to make it so that you cannot fly unless you're a 107 pilot. And I asked him, why did he say this? And he said Herman's answer was because they were testing us like rabbits. They tested the light bridge, they tested the OcuSync, they tested the 3.1 mile distance, they tested the 4.3, they tested the APAS system, they tested everything on us, and now they're ready to go commercial and say screw the hobbyists. So I'm saying this as a message to you camera recreational flyers out there. If it's going to get to the point, it's already at the point where if you're not a 107 licensed pilot, you're not going to be able to fly.
Well, the other interesting thing too is statistically, and I just verified these statistics, that 8 out of 10 107 pilots are not going and taking their re-licensure examination. Because they don't know what the heck to think either, because they thought if they got a 107, they were going to make all these big bucks and they were going to get rich and do all this stuff, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, a lot of people got the 107 as like, hey, I'm not doing anything with this. Let me test it. Or some people got it to sell their photos and ended up not making any money off of it. So like,
exactly.
why not even take this test again?
Well, here's something also. This is about 3/4 down the page, all right? And once again, it explains the first sentence. So all you guys out there that are panicking, we can't fly here, we can't fly there, that's baloney. What they're saying is, and it's the law. If the FAA is saying, if we have a no-fly zone here, you can't fly here. Now, if you have a 107 and you're given authorization to fly there, don't hate on those guys. But you, as a recreational flyer, it says if additionally, recreational flyers can continue to fly without obtaining a remote pilot certificate, provided they meet the 8 statutory conditions of Section 349 of the Act, which is described. And what that 349 is saying, if you are a registered drone pilot through the FAA, you can fly recreationally. But if it's a no-fly zone and you're caught, that's your ass.
Yep.
Plain and simple. So these guys.
And with all of this stuff now being on these, everything is now all computerized. DJI drones are affected by all of these things. Even if you can and cannot fly safely in that area, they still will not allow you. Like these areas where you're allowed to get clearance on your own right now with hitting and acknowledging and all of that stuff like that, that's because that's in heliport areas and areas where there's warnings. But if you're in a dead no-fly, you're not operating because you're within a certain area of that large airport or small airport or whatever airspace you're in. Now, as a 107 pilot, the government expects you to be able to read a sectional and know what the hell is going on in that airspace.
Yep.
As a hobbyist, they think you're too stupid to do that, because the reason why we're going through this is because they feel that you are a dummy. That guy with the controller in his hand is going to fly into somebody's window.
Yep.
gonna peep into somebody's window. You're gonna fly into the UN. You're gonna go fly over a stadium, and you know what? It happens.
And the other thing too that I find interesting is, you guys know that I have an Enterprise, and on that Enterprise, it will track and show me on the screen aircraft, what direction it's flying, speed it's flying, and I can track it as I'm flying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can track them, they can track me.
Of course, of course. Well, right now we mention this all the time, but right now in New York, 9 out of 10 helicopters are equipped with drone equipment to see drones. And you know why? Because that's how many freaking drones are flying in New York. And you don't hear about drones hitting buildings. You don't hear about drones falling out of the sky. You know what you hear about? The average tourist that comes here from Switzerland,
hanging out inside,
and he says, I left my drone home. Let me go to DJI and buy a drone and fly in New York. You know what happened to the last tourist that did that? He crashed a drone into a skyscraper, 50-something stories up, okay, which should let you know how high he was. And he went in after that weekend, knocked on it to security and said, excuse me, I crashed my drone in your window. I want to pay for your window. They said, sure, go on upstairs. He went upstairs. They arrested his ass.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain something to you, Lawrence. I don't know if you know this or not. I mean, I don't know who knows. Paul might remember. When they first marketed the Phantom, there was a picture of this thing flying over Niagara Falls.
Yes. And then it was, go ahead.
You can't fly there no more. By the time the P3 was out, you couldn't fly there anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That was their main seller. That was the main seller.
Coming across that on Niagara Falls, I've seen videos where the Phantom took off, went up into the clouds. The FAA did not strike any of these things. No one stopped any of these things. There's videos on YouTube still to this day where guys will take off, and they'll fly as far as the thing can go out of the line of sight. And you tell me that they didn't test this technology on us?
Yeah.
Well,
Sure they
I
Yeah,
think
you're right, Herman. But you know what? They're still testing flight and they're doing the same thing with manned aircraft. I mean, look at all these 747s and these big Boeings, and all of a sudden they got this specialized stuff in there supposed to stop it from doing a nose down, nose up, and everything.
What
And,
was
and,
you saying, Val?
and they just say, "Oops."
I was going to say, I think the important thing to remember is right now we can fly. There are a little bit more no-fly zones, but we also need to be pragmatic. So my feeling is start saving for your 107s, start saving for your remote pilot lessons, and keep flying as hobbyists. But if you want to fly the beautiful places that people fly, if you want to fly downtown, if you want to fly those things, then you're probably going to at some point need that 107 anyway.
Well, you know
So,
what? Go ahead, finish, Val.
so it's going to be you shouldn't really be making any money on YouTube having to do with drones unless you have a 107. There's a lot of reasons to really consider it anyway. So
But
just be
that's,
pragmatic so you're not running around like a chicken with your
but
head cut
that's
off.
only if you plan on dedicating the time, because you know this from being a YouTube channel owner, and
Yep.
there's a lot of work to production and research and putting videos
Oh,
out,
yeah.
streaming. And Herman and I were talking about it today about how we already fly drones, and I've gone from putting out a video every week to a video every 2 weeks for this reason. We fly drones. We started with one live stream. Now we have a second live stream, and we're trying to
Right.
get Justin to start a third.
Yep.
And
Very nice.
And the weather's getting nice. So now if we're investing, how would you say, in ourselves, or we're investing in YouTube, right now there are places that Herman and I and Justin have flown that you can't fly no more in New York. So therefore, those videos are going to start peaking when people start looking for people drones flying in that place, and then they look at the date and say, "Oh, that's before they changed the law."
Yeah.
You know, you'll have your typical knucklehead that say, "Oh, you're killing it for us, law guys," and then you'll do like me. I'm a smartass. When you come out with me with something stupid, I like to give you documents and something to read. And the first thing I'll tell you, did you check the date of the video?
That's
Well,
what happened last
Right. And I don't know that goes against anything I was saying. I think those videos are going to peak. But if you're making money flying drones and your channel takes off and peaking and all that, you're probably going to want the 107 anyway.
you're right, but there's a
Yeah.
whole lot of gray area there
There's a lot of gray.
because
But
yes,
I live in the gray, so I
for the
get it.
yes, as a furtherance of a business, if you're earning money
Right back.
on the furtherance of a business, yes, you are supposed to have a 107, but you can have videos of a drone flight and earn money off of it and not be 107, provided you are not the pilot.
Say that again. Because
Provided you are not the pilot.
Yeah.
So in other words, you could have someone else.
Right. You cannot say that because there's video footage of a drone flight that you flew that.
Yes. So if you want to put up videos that you are not the one flying, what's the point of that, Herman?
You can still put up video of someone else's. And say that
Yeah.
guy, whoever was the pilot in this video.
No,
But
when
the
I look at your stuff, Herman, I want to see you flying.
Yeah,
I don't
but
want
there's
to see
another
Paul.
caveat too, Herman. If you have a friend, let's say, gives you a video to put up,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden he's not your friend anymore, he can file a copyright strike against you.
What's up, guys?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. What? What are you
On a
talking about?
copyright strike. Okay, for instance, say I have a YouTube channel,
Yep.
and I put videos together, and I get footage from you for the YouTube channel of you flying your drone. You're the 107 pilot that flew
Yep.
in this video,
Yep.
and it's all listed in everything in the credits and everything of the video. I don't have to have the 107 to put that video out.
No, you don't. But you're still. I don't know if you guys know this, but that's how Val got in trouble. She was doing a movie night where she got somebody, and she had him email her with authorization to show it and everything else. Turned out it wasn't his, and she got removed for 6 months because of a copy, because somebody didn't like her.
Are you serious?
No, that happened. Ask her sometime to tell you the story about her copyright. It wasn't the guy that said it was his, and then sent him an email and told her that it was his, and documented it all. And it still took her 6 months and an attorney to get it thrown out.
Well, that's part of the reason. Like when everybody was going after them, oh, how come Casey Neistat didn't get in trouble? How come? Because you gotta prove his hands was on the sticks.
Yep. And he's got the money.
But you gotta prove his hands was on the sticks.
Oh, you want to know what? It's
Sorry,
more
guys.
so.
It was my daughter.
Okay, it's more so. There's money being thrown at him to keep him in the public's eye. Because I'm going to tell you, after seeing that video of him, now, even if I never saw a drone before, I would know that you cannot fly a drone in an alleyway in Manhattan.
Hey, Lawrence, I got a question. Is that the ship that you're going to have a drawing tonight and give away a free trip to somebody on the chat?
Celebrity.
Paul, this is why you're losing your clients now. Stop.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey.
Or is that the ship you're going to dance on?
Yeah.
No, we're not going there tonight.
Okay.
We will be experiencing technical difficulties before that happens again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Robert
You guys,
Banks is
the
here.
one reason I
Oh,
just wanted to say, I kind of heard what Paul was saying. I did a counterclaim, so they went ahead and put me back on, but it took them 2 months to get it all said and done because because all they had to do is watch it and watch how he said it was his, and watch how he did sign something saying it was his and sent it to us because we had a document. We were covered 100%, but one thing you got to realize, it doesn't matter because YouTube has so many people on. So you want to always be careful. I put Paul's videos on my channel all the time. As long as he doesn't find out, I think I'm cool.
Hey,
What?
Al,
Paul, what I
Al,
was saying,
all of you guys can use anything I got anytime.
well, Paul, what I meant was from the standpoint of the FAA.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was saying. You know, as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Herman, your way of saying, oh, if you put someone else's flying and you put that on your channel.
That's like saying that a real estate company who hires a pilot to do a video, they have to have the license too to be able to use the
No,
video.
they don't have to have that. It's just the pilot.
The
And
pilot.
that's the same thing.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be putting all these other people flying on your channel and you don't fly. Herman, come on.
I'm just trying to explain something.
You're trying to be out of the gray area into some other
Get him,
pink
pal.
area.
Get him, pal.
Just,
Get him.
just saying it.
Grab him
just
by the
saying.
neck.
Listen to Lawrence. Lawrence is egging her on, Herman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's it. Listen,
Go for it, pal.
chat,
Nice, Robert.
make sure you guys, check each other's channels out. And make sure you hit that like button.
Yes,
Yep.
please,
And-
please, guys.
Feel free to get it going because Mr. Denny Terrier over there, Dance Fever himself, is totally dancing tonight over there.
You know
That
you're dating yourself.
That
with
was for
these
sure.
names.
And
Dating yourself with
if
these
you're
names.
watching Phantom Flight 101, just know that it isn't him flying those drones. It's someone else that he's bringing in to
Oh,
fly.
now, see, look at this now.
I'm just keeping you out of trouble, friend.
Look at this.
Yeah, and check this out. I
I'm
want you guys
protecting
to
you.
know, hey, Herman has gotten so large, right? When we do those guys section,
Yeah.
that's the only time I see him. That's the only time he comes out of his trailer to stand there in front of the vlogging camera. Any other time, it's somebody else flying a drone. He's watching it on his phone, chilling.
Hey, Justin, I don't believe that. Do you?
Hey,
I
Justin,
do. I think because that's what he said.
hey, Justin, you haven't heard Herman say he's a celebrity?
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Herman, that's a great phrase. It's just like Philly Mike going, for the love of God. Yours is going, here we go.
Yeah, I use it quite
One
often.
more time.
I use it sometimes when my wife starts going in on me. I sigh. I go, here we go, because I know I'm along for the ride. It's a great term. It's a great term to use.
She doesn't get mad when you do that?
What happened?
She don't get mad when you do that?
No, she's heard worse.
There's a reason why Novice Quad doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, I saw her. That was it 2 weeks ago, slapping pretty good on top of the head.
That's the damn truth. And also, I live in a basement apartment, and some parts are lower than others. So if I've come in from a party or drinking, sometimes you have to remember to duck here. You can stand up here. Herman knows. Herman, Justin, you guys know. You've been over here. You see, right in the doorway, I have to duck. To go open the door, I have to duck, and then I can stand up and open the door.
So that's why you have no hair?
See, look what Justin is. See, he's bald too. What's your excuse, Herman?
My excuse? Well, you gotta ask my father and my grandfather what's their excuse, because I caught it from them.
Genetic.
I caught that disease from them.
Herman and those guys show. See, it's between Herman and those guys. Mr. Crowley, don't give him any ideas. He's been thinking about stuff already.
You know what? That does sound good.
Herman and those guys show.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
But you know what? I would
Mr. Crowley, don't get a timeout.
No, but you know what would be good for that? For it to be done like an old time, nighttime show, like how they do on NBC.
Yeah.
Like the desk, and the panel.
Yeah.
Everybody sitting on the
Hey.
sofa.
Hey, Mike Roche has a question. He's thinking of changing his channel name to get my full name out of it. Any thoughts? There are so many nut jobs out there. To be honest, Mike Roche, the first thing you should do is get your name out of it. Leave the studios, MR Studios. Do a search on YouTube and Google and see if there's a MR Studios out there. That's what I do before I come up. And Val, you asked me when you were interviewing me, how come I get so many views or how come I have a lot of views on certain videos and stuff? It's all about the title. If you have a title for a video, say Herman breakdancing in front of Paul eating brownies, you know that's going to be original because no one's thinking about it.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Hey, Herman, how did we get thrown in that mix, Herman? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Because you
But I
all
know that the
live
keywords
in
in
the
it is break dancing, so that would bring up any video Lawrence had.
There you go.
That's what it is. I get it.
So Mike, yeah, I would change even Mike R Studios, Mike R Drone Studios. I mean, they were saying you want to kind of keep it short, but you want to make sure that you're kind of the only one with the name if you can.
And it's something that kind of stands out. Like I said, when I want to find out if something's out there on the internet, I usually Google search it and then the name, and then I search for it on YouTube. Because if there's anything with that spelling, for example, Mike space R space studios, it could be Mike period dot R, R period. However, any formation like that, it doesn't have to be MR Studios period. You can go completely in any direction.
Mike's Drone Studios.
You could also go and probably use Val's life. That'd work too, you know.
I would share because I'd get a lot more views.
Hey,
come on over, Mike.
Val, you want to do a show? You want to do a little promo for your show coming up after this?
Oh yeah. Thank you. So at 7 Eastern, I am going to have the one and only Robert Banks on my channel. He's going to be there for an hour. He's going to be at the gym. We're going to be talking about working out. His channel, I watch a lot of his videos. I got lots of questions, guys. I'm hoping that we can get them all in the hour, but you never know. And then the next hour is going to be well, you're going to be stuck with me. So there you go. Watch anyway.
Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, Roger? I hope you resolved your issue. But Roger, I'm going to let you know now that Hangouts and OBS are not the only flash media encoders out there that will work on your computer. Meaning that there are other flash media encoders. OBS is what they call an FME. It's a flash media encoder. It allows you to put windows up, and it allows you to do stuff like this, and then shrink the window down, and you know, do all kinds of stuff like Pusa Studios does. But there are other types out there. If you want, I'll do some research for you and see what's optimum for you and your computer, etc. I would just need to know what you have for specs in your computer, and I should be able to help you out. I mean,
well, I think
what happened?
His biggest problem is very, very poor internet service, and he's hoping that improves.
So he needs something that's not a resource hog.
Right.
Yep.
That works. Let me look into that. I'll look into that. I used to work for the Board of Education, and before I became a teacher, I used to evaluate software for the teachers, and in return, I would teach the teachers, and they would turn around and teach the students. So if a school was getting in a new program like in computer science, they would give me about a month to a month and a half to learn the software and figure out if it's worth teaching to the teachers and if it's worth having in the school and stuff like that. So researching software is not an issue for me. Just give me a couple of days to a week and remind me, did you find anything? Because sometimes I overschedule everything I'm doing.
Right.
You guys know how it is. Hey, Stacy Morgan, how are you?
Lawrence, how was this that you used to do this?
What?
When was this that you used to do this?
When I used to teach?
Yeah.
Oh, that was in the early 90s. Nowhere near the breakdancing days.
No, because I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
like, schools started, not graduating all these kids and stuff like that, and we started closing all the schools around here. And I was just wondering if that, had anything to do with the whole computer
When
field.
I was teaching, it had nothing to do with them closing schools. Stop it.
Oh, okay. No, because
Cut it out. Stop starting. FYI, Wednesday nights, that guy in the middle there, Herman, with the two drones behind him, he has a show Wednesday nights with those guys.
Paul's in the middle.
Well, on my screen, you're in the middle. So anyway, the guy with the two drones behind his head. Okay.
Hey, Herman, did you change the name of your Wednesday nights to Herman and Those Guys? Is that what you did, or?
I'm thinking about it. I'm still letting it marinate.
Yeah, Lawrence gave you all the inside tips into how to go make sure and research it's the right name. So he's very supportive. Lawrence is.
Sadal Production Studios, welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. I see it's your first time here, and I just supported your channel. Please support each other. You guys know the routine.
You know what's funny about that, Paul? I remember when I was getting my Gmail account and I wanted to use my name. And I was like, wow, somebody's already using it. Couldn't possibly be another person that wants to use that name.
Hold on. Mr. Crowley, you're going to get a timeout. He puts Herman the Great and Those Guys.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
See, but
Or how about Herman the Magnificent and Those Guys?
see, I'm just wondering how would it look on T-shirts?
Now it sounds like a cartoon. Cut it out. Cut it out. Let it go.
How would it look on T-shirts?
Herman, you could end up a superhero.
Sadal Productions, feel free to support everyone here. Stacy, Morgan, all you guys know to support each other in the chat room like you do in the other live streams, etc. This is Sunday Nights with Those Guys. Usually we're talking about drones, but tonight we seem to be pretty much winging it. Justin, Herman, does anyone have any drone news that we don't know about, or we may have heard about, or want to talk about?
Well, I don't know if it's that we don't know about, but I will say to you that I've noticed
Matter Pilot Herman and Those Guys.
And I'm quite sure. Hey, AC Morgan, I just supported your channel. Hey, I don't know. The tariffs that we've implemented on with the fight going on between our president and China and the trade and all this other stuff. Well, it's starting to affect us because didn't the price of the smart controller go up about $100?
Yep, that
Oh,
and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
What
Yep.
is that, Justin?
That and the Ronin S went up.
What is?
Yep.
Oh, you're talking about this, Justin? I mean, oh, wait a minute. You can't see it because I have this stupid.
Justin, what are you holding up, Justin? You got to
This
talk.
is what you're talking about. Ooh. There you go. This is, believe it or not, this magazine, Paul and Val, is almost like the electronics Bible here in New York. If
Oh, really?
this B&H Photo, if this store doesn't have it, be scared. And if they have it, you're going to pay top dollar for it.
I have bought from them online before. Yep.
Well, yeah, the store is great because before they got so modern, they still have some of the layouts, but you actually see tracks above you with carts carrying items and stuff like that to different parts of the store and stuff. It looks like a mini railroad set up above you with all the tracks and stuff.
I don't know if they still have that storage warehouse in the Navy Yard.
What happened?
I don't know if they still have the storage warehouse behind Steiner Studios in the Navy Yard.
Oh, hey, what's up, Janelle County Droner? And welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. Anyway.
Hey, Robert.
It's 5:54. We still have a little bit of time. Val,
It's
you can do another buck.
5:54. Are you sure it's not 3?
5:54.
5:54 East Coast, Val. East Coast.
Okay, I get it now.
We're on this side of the world.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I got confused.
Yeah. We in fact, I live if you Google map Far Rockaway, New York, I live 4 blocks from the ocean. So if you go any further than 4 blocks, you're in the Atlantic Ocean, and either you're starting to head towards the islands or you're heading towards Europe.
Well, you'd probably still be in the sand.
I just can't. This is the abuse I go through, Val.
I know. It's sad.
This is the abuse I go through. And
I
then
think it's kind of neat the way you two play off each other. And poor Justin just sits there and grins and just says, "Yep, yep, yep."
I mean, if you want to use measurements of 4 blocks, then technically you would be.
yeah, technically I would be in the sand. Okay, 4 blocks and a beach is the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, Drone Kings in Darwin. How are you? And how is everyone this morning? Where are you that is morning time? Because it's actually 5:55 p.m. in New York City right here, or Eastern Standard Time. So I would love to know where you are. At the same time, I'm going to click and see if I already have you.
Darwin is Australia, I think.
Okay, well, Darwin Kings, Drone Kings in Darwin, I've just supported your channel. Please feel free to support everyone else in here.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Everybody.
I hope I have everyone too. I mean, as people come in and out, I've had Robert Banks for a while.
Juneau County Droner, that's Robert. That's Val's bodyguard.
Oh,
I love Robert. So stop it, Paul. There, did that do it?
So you know what, Val? That would actually be good. I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you, Val, about maybe management position, because Herman's already thinking about changing his show to Herman the Great and those guys.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to sit down and powwow on Hangouts one day, Val, on a strategic plan. In case
Herman's still pondering Herman the Great, the Magnificent Great, and those.
In case he jumped ship like Bobby Brown did to New Edition.
Oh my God. So late night security. Yeah, I love Robert when he's on. You know what he does?
What's that?
Robert's really good because he tries to keep an eye on everything. So he pretends to be typing really loudly. Because that's how he does it.
So everybody knows he's there. Yep.
Everyone knows he's there. They don't forget he's there. Yeah, for me.
And it stands out. Hey, Val, real quick. Did you know, Val, that they changed the super chat system?
No.
Okay, well, check this out. I saw it today on someone else's live stream. Did you know how they have the regular super chat? You can donate whatever you want.
Yep.
Well, now they have emojis and different sayings and stuff like that. So if you were to click on a super chat, it's called a super sticker. Okay, and it starts at $2 depending on what you pick. And it has cool sayings like "Thank you," "Number 1 fan." So I think that's going to go really well. I haven't seen it used yet, but I could almost guarantee we'll.
So what do they do with it?
It's the same thing as super chat, except
it gives you money, or does it they get to keep it?
No, it's the same as the people are donating to people for super chat. Say if I come to your show and
they still get 30%.
Right, of course, you know that. But instead of me just clicking super chat, I can put an emoji of someone jumping in the air going number one show.
So they were piloting that program from what I understand.
Okay.
So they're piloting it right now. So and you can spend quite a bit of money on this, right?
Val, if and when I can afford to spend money on that, I would be more than willing to jump into shows and have you ever been to Ken Herron's show? Any of Ken?
There you go.
Well,
Let's see what it does.
that's the kind of stuff I was talking about.
Okay, there you go. Guys, it was $2. Just go on. Oh, Elliot. Look at Elliot with his big happy face.
Well, you know,
I wasn't doing it to suggest that you guys donated, but I appreciate you donating and
Well, we
showing
wanted to see
everyone
it.
what the super chats do.
Well,
now.
are we
We wanted
are
to
we,
see
are
it.
we at the dance? Are we at the dance portion now? Is that what?
No, we're not
We're
doing that
collecting-
tonight,
No,
Paul. You be good.
but you
Stop
know
it.
what though, Justin? If they get it up, if they get up the cash for them to dance,
Listen, Herman. Herman, you're about to get muted.
That's right, Herman. Oh, that's cute. Look, Drone
Drone
Evolution.
evolution. Now,
First bump.
excuse me, but we've.
Bump.
It's
Now-
only
what I was trying to tell
Look,
you.
look. I
keep
love
it
it.
up. Keep it up, Stacy Morgan. We appreciate it very much.
Lawrence, you know what
Stop
I
it.
say to you?
What?
I'm old school, and you get one that says #1 fan, I would be careful.
Why?
Well, you ever seen Selena?
So what do you say, Paul Murray?
I'm just
Oh my
saying,
God. Oh, look.
Thank you much, but I wasn't doing it to solicit super chats. I'm not going to say no to it because it's there and it's highly appreciated. Okay,
Look, isn't that
these are
cute?
the new super chats that they're using. I think the regular super chat they're going to get rid of, and they should make this. You said that they're piloting it, Val.
I guess
Yeah,
they
I got something saying it was on my channel, but I don't know if it is or not because I don't know how to figure that out.
If you are monetized and you get super chat, this is what's on now.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this.
Oh, thank you so much. Sunday nights with those guys really appreciates it. And
So,
you actually have to take some of this super chat money. And so you know it's going to a good cause. Me, Justin, and Herman I
Nice.
will treat for some pizza or something, for a pie or something, and a couple of beers. Okay? So you know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
super chat is going, Drone Evolution, stop instigating.
I think you should.
And Robert donated too. Robert did.
I think you should get a
Jay
dance.
Santiago, no, we're not dancing. Jay, stop instigating. It's not happening. Val, my manager, soon to be, said it's not so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
He already danced, and I already had to clean my eyes. So we're just
Hit
going to let that
the
go.
$50 yet? Have we hit the $50 yet? Val, you're keeping score.
No, I wasn't keeping score
No,
that
we're
time.
not- we're not stuck.
And I hate to say this, guys. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. First of all, MC Labadaja.
Who?
I'm just going to call you Jesse.
Lobaja, yeah.
Yeah, is a new channel. That just, well, she's not new, but she just came on
Let's see.
here.
Okay. Well, it's
So,
much
hello.
How
appreciated.
you doing?
Yeah, how do you know her? I actually supported your channel, MC. Please feel free to support each other here.
Yeah.
Hey, just to let you know, we're up over the $50 mark. We're at $53.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
oh,
doesn't do
oh.
anything because I have to say, as Lawrence's manager, we have raised the price to 100.
No.
You want to see
That's all
Lawrence
it takes.
dance?
we
That's all it takes. You promise, Val?
listen.
Do you promise, Val?
No, Paul.
All right.
Paul,
Just a minute. I got to go over to Super Chats again. Hang on.
don't get
Paul,
timed
he's
out,
already
Paul.
saying no.
Thank you not.
What is your name? MC.
He's sweating again, Val.
I just supported your channel.
Listen, Paul, I'm ready. Hey, Elliot,
Hey, what's up, guys?
help me out,
Elliot,
dude.
Elliot,
Elliot, say something
We're
intelligent, Elliot, quick.
Oh, somebody's got tissues in their hand. That means they're watching a porno.
No,
Jeez.
no, we're close to him dancing again.
We're
my
not. Val, help me out here, Val.
All I'm going to say is there are ways, my friend, to
Val
bump people out of the show.
Val,
If you have to
Roger.
do it, you
Hey,
just do
Roger.
it. We'll be okay.
Hold on a second, Roger. I know you're not laughing. We know where your video is.
Yeah, and we're gonna play it every day.
Val set the number. It's
Hey, Roger, where's Furball?
Yes. And
We
and
need
I
we need to dance. Tell Furball to come and dance.
and also I found out, Roger, that Val is coming to visit you guys. Now,
Yep.
before Furball gets in here or he watches this recording, just to let you
Oh,
know,
wait.
she's already let us know that she's going to hit him in the head and take his Phantom 3 Pro.
Yes, right.
Phantom 3.
Who told you that? Is
Huh?
that what I told you?
No,
Yes.
no, I never said you said that. I'm just saying if Furball was to be found behind the house, duct tape and his Phantom
It's
going,
gone.
Val has nothing to do with it, and I believe her.
I blame Herman
Okay.
See, yes, yes, yes. He's the
because
bad one of the
Herman can
group.
no longer fly. Other people fly his stuff, and he needed another Phantom.
You know what?
Hey, Elliot,
I'm going to talk to Elliot.
Elliot,
Oh, yes.
how are you? And I understand you might be working or going to or coming from someplace, but you look like a mailman right now.
Yeah, oh, no, I'm not going to say that. All right. No, just coming back from Coney Island, taking some pictures.
Okay.
Really, wow. Windy as a MFer. Sand blowing all over the place, skirts blowing up all over the place, and
Oh,
yeah,
poor
it's
Elliot.
Poor Elliot, right? He just had
Poor
to.
and no,
Elliot.
it was nice though. The weather is nice here in Brooklyn, and it
EBR.
was. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, unfortunately, it looks like it's not such a good day to fly a drone
Oh,
Well,
Well, it
pretty
was
good.
this morning.
in Coney Island. In Coney Island.
No, this morning it was okay. It got bad as the the morning went on.
that's true.
Right.
Sadal, you want to know what kind of luck? Sadal Production says no drinking and driving. I agree. Elliot would never drink and drive, only on his couch. But anyway, to show you what kind of
Well, the bus is empty, by the way. So
Ah,
to show you what kind of luck that Herman and I have been having when it comes to flying.
Uh-huh.
This morning, I woke up and I went to the store to go put money on my Metro card to get on the subway. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping. I came back in the house, and an hour and a half later, I opened the front door and the sun was gone. And I'm like, every time I get ready to go fly, it gets cloudy. But I'm not going to let it put a damper on me. The ground was wet. To make a long story short, I get on the train, I get underground. I said, now I know when I get out in Brooklyn, the sun's going to be out because the weather's out where I live. Okay, it should be out. I come up out of the subway station, it's downpour. It's everything but almost hailing. That's how hard it's raining. And Herman calls me up, or I text him, and he says, "Will you believe this garbage?" But anyway, he came to pick me up. We wind up going to the Teardrop Memorial, Elliot.
yes.
And we went to the Teardrop Memorial, and as a special feature, we got a cruise ship sitting there, the Celebrity something.
The
What is it?
Celebrity Summit.
Yes. What? Who owns that ship?
Celebrity is owned by Royal Caribbean.
Okay, is that a high-end ship? Because
It's on par with Royal Caribbean. It's a little bit upscale. Not like Holland American, but on par. It's known for their food. That's what they're known for.
okay, all right. Well, to make a long story short, we got to fly there. The only problem was we needed to come back to New York in time for me to start the live stream. And what was messed up about it is the subway's not running out here. They decided to repair the subway. So now I have to take where it would take me 30 minutes to get to Brooklyn and another 10 or 15 minutes to get to where Herman is. In about a half hour to 45 minutes, each ride today took me an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes.
Well, by the way, FYI, my phone works, and I was looking to get out to go get a shot from there. So, I mean, you would have called me. You would have had a ride.
So Dallas
Fine.
says, what is Brooklyn like? But you know what the problem is, Elliot? You're too bougie. You don't like to get up early in the morning.
No, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I do that for 5 days a week. I don't need that for the extra 2. I need that as, God rested one day. I need 2.
Okay. I've been on Celebrity 7 times. Nice line, Mike Roach says. Well,
Oh,
Mike,
they found me.
Run, Elliot.
Mike, if
You
they
can put that video up on YouTube.
What?
You can put that video up on YouTube.
what, of you getting chased and tased?
Run. Say that again?
Of you getting chased and tased?
No, I'm not. No, I'm Jewish. I don't get tased when you're Jewish for some reason.
You know what, Elliot? I could really take that and run with it, but we're gonna do it.
I am.
We're gonna take.
You're right.
What happened?
In New York City, he's right.
This is true, but we're gonna take a sponsor break right here and go. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by
Those guys.
Thank you very much. We try to get it in at least once or twice every stream. And for you guys that are new to this live stream, we are basically a drone based. Paul, you're gonna get timeout. You're poking the bear, Paul.
We're up to.
You're poking the bear, Paul.
What are we up to? $100?
No, we're
We're up
not.
to $72.99.
I,
Come on, gang. We're up to $72.99. Val promised $100 is the goal.
guys, we are experiencing technical difficulties.
I saw that.
And everyone else is about to get. I appreciate it very much, Paul. I really do.
Lawrence's manager set the price.
Well, she was setting the price that way, so this way, we wouldn't have to worry about me dancing, which I can't do on an empty stomach. I might pass out. And in fact, I was joking with my nephew about it. If I were to pass out in front of you, I could see Herman. I'm calling him now. His wife doesn't hear his phone, and I could hear her in the background. You know, well, I'm passed out on here.
He's not gonna pass out. He had a burrito before this.
Tell him everything, man. Go ahead, tell him every damn thing.
And there's stuff in that cup you wouldn't drink, Val.
What cup? What do you call? I don't have a cup.
Who has the cruise ship up?
The cup you always.
Hey, Lawrence,
That's
by
me.
my calculation, it's $28.01 to go.
You can calculate all the hell you want. We will
That's the shit that he's talking about,
we
Elliot.
will experience. This is the ship I was talking about, Elliot. The
That's the Celebrity Summit.
yeah.
Yeah, I was on that ship back in 2010, 2011.
Okay,
I was on that ship.
Justin, cut it out.
Oh, drown event. Justin.
Oh no! Look at this.
Now we're up to 1801. We need 1801.
Wow.
And Roger,
Listen, Roger, you of all people, Roger. Really? Are you serious? I thought you were.
1801.
Hold on, he can't. Roger can't see me right here. Hold on a
let's
second.
go.
Oh, $5 from Keith. Now we only need 1301.
Roger, I thought we were here. I thought we were here, Roger. You're helping contribute to this?
Let's go get it up.
Oh my goodness! You know what I'm gonna have to do? We're gonna have to take a tech break or something.
I'll find a new manager to can book you for higher prices.
I should have said 150. Sorry.
Good.
Sorry, Novice.
Val,
Val,
I appreciate it ever so much, Val, for doing what you did. But the whole intent on bringing up the super chat was to let you guys know that they have different ways of doing it.
Lawrence, we got the hint. buddy.
No.
What happened?
We got the hint. We got the hint, Lawrence. We know what you really meant.
Well, Lawrence, I think
No,
they,
it wasn't.
they
It wasn't.
understand what you meant. They figured out how it works.
What
Yep,
happened, Val? Hold it. Val's coming to my rescue.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you were still on. Where what I was gonna say is I have super stickers on mine too. I just went and checked.
Yes, I was just telling you, anyone who is monetized, they have this new way, and I think this is the best way to do it. It makes it a little more interactive. It makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah, for you, I don't get these.
But you will if people people
Mhm.
come to the show. I will come to your show and I will give you a super chat.
If you're gonna give me one, I want that one where they're lifting weights.
Oh, keep it up.
Or
Uh-oh, that's it.
oh, you're dead now. Okay, let's see the dance.
Mike Roche. Mike Roche.
Hey, Mike.
This day is coming. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna have to. I'm not standing up.
You
Justin,
have
cue
to. That's the dance.
up some music. You can't see me standing.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
You want to?
just step
What?
back.
Last
Step back
time.
over by the drones.
All
Stand
right.
over there by the drones.
Come on, let's go. Oh, hold on.
Your manager's providing the music.
I'm waiting for the DJ to find some music. Okay.
I don't know how that works. Hey, Gary.
Grant Ariels, I don't appreciate you instigating here, encouraging Mike Roche to do what he did, but I'll do it and get it out the way.
Okay,
Hey,
Sweating
let's
again.
go.
hey, Diane, you want to dance in front of the camera? No, you have a headache.
Oh, come on, Diane.
All right, here. Come on, Justin. I'm waiting for you to cue some music, man. All right.
What
You-
kind?
I'm waiting for him to, I don't know, but I'm sitting here sweating like a damn pig, man. Hurry the hell up. This shit isn't funny, man. It's not funny.
Okay, Elliot, sing the Coney Island song.
The what?
All right, hold on.
It's Coney Island. We get hot dogs there. It's good.
On you, man.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you guys don't know all the. Okay, maybe that's not a good dancing one.
I'm waiting.
Okay, I will
I'm all
sing.
queued up. I'm all queued up. I'm waiting for Justin to get into this. Got
I
plenty
will
of issues
sing
here. You're
the
right.
Orchard Beach song.
I'm really sweating here.
Orchard Beach is pretty
Just-
cool.
Justin's working on the music. Justin.
You don't want to hear me
Fire
sing?
the DJ. Fire the DJ.
Bum, bum,
Come on,
bum,
Justin. Justin.
That's beatboxing in case nobody knew.
Uh-oh.
Herman,
Yes.
you ain't got nothing to say now, do
I'm
you?
just here listening.
Yeah,
We can do some more.
I'm sitting here
Okay.
waiting for torture.
Justin to get some music for
How's
you.
that? No?
I don't know what's happening here. These guys are being disappointed. Val, the next time you need to raise it a lot higher, so I can send you some.
Do, 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 do. There you go.
Hello, we're waiting here, Justin.
Oh, like
What
Venom.
happened, man? Phantom Flight 101. Okay, I have no music to dance to. I'll try and
I just sent you some instrumental.
Yeah.
stop it.
This is a song that never ends. You could dance that one.
Okay, Justin, you're killing us here, man. What happened? We don't hear nothing. He's just sitting there laughing. I'm sweating. like a pig.
ooh.
Let's get it
I'll
over
sing
with.
you Paul's song. On
What?
the good ship, lollipop.
No,
It's a
wait.
good
Wait a minute. Maybe I can find some. Hold on a minute.
Hold on. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Maybe I
I thought you guys got $100 worth right there. I'm telling you.
no,
If you're
no.
gonna-
Now, of course, Furball comes in now. How
Yeah, of
about
course he
you?
does.
You're-
How about Gangland? You're my daddy. What?
guys, I would really like to really like to get this over with.
hang on just a minute. Just a minute.
You could dance to the song in my head.
That would be scary, Val.
I won't tell you what it is.
Come,
You don't want to know what it is.
Don't use anything that's
you
got.
you guys lost the mood.
We don't want copyright strike.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on.
Come on.
Roger,
and
I hope you get a good chuckle at this.
Robert sings a beautiful Sound of Music song.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me here.
Oh, with this.
Oh my God.
Val, do you feel okay? Do you feel okay, Val? It sounds like someone just poked you in the back or something.
Yeah, I'm going to start a karaoke channel.
You know what? I think you would do very well. All right, listen. This is not going to happen, is it?
Hang on.
Look. The show,
God,
the live stream will be over. Roger said it says you just killed a cat, Val.
Lawrence,
Okay, I want to show you what happened after I did that. My dog comes in like, "Mommy, what's wrong?" I can
Robert Franks goes me out. Anyway, do a drop for your show, Val. Well, if
Okay.
at this rate, I won't have to dance because can't nobody find any music.
So 7:00 tonight, I am going to be on with Robert Banks. He's coming to my channel. We're going to introduce the man who lifts weights, lifts spirits, and is awesome. Okay, so and we're going to smack Elliot.
Okay, Roger, you're happy? You can't do this, okay? All right, that's enough. My chair just sat down. All right, Paul. Paul's muted.
So, guys, there you go. That was $100 worth of Lawrence.
Listen. Okay.
And the other money was for muting Paul.
I want to let you know secretly, my PayPal just got $50 to stop, so I appreciate it very much.
That was all royalty-free music too.
Well,
Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to put a filter up or something. So every time you guys mention something, it just beeps you out.
Hey, Lawrence. Now you're my witness. Val's the one that set the price.
Yep.
Listen.
Well, my man isn't going to be dancing for no $50.
The man just booking you for
You know what, Val?
Your manager booked you. Yeah.
Val, I appreciate it ever so much. He said I will never dance for $50 again. I believe it. So the next time, you know, this is supposed to be a drone-related show. Why is everyone going squirrel?
Well, Lawrence, I was trying to ask you, keeping in line with drone news. Did you hear about? I didn't get the name of the company, but there was a company that's they may be in a little bit of trouble with the FAA because they actually, they might be able to skate through this one too because they got permission from the Miami police to set up drone jamming equipment at a concert where another drone company got the permission to fly this concert and was having trouble with their drones getting jammed. So now the FAA is looking into it, and the Miami police said that they had no idea. But that's where it came up that the only Homeland Security and the Department of Defense has the permission to jam any drone signals. So the FAA is looking into it.
He can make you holler for $50 back from the sky's got jokes.
Who can make you holler for $50?
They're still going. They're having their own conversation.
Never mind. Val's here. I would tell you something.
Val, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't click off of me. I'm so glad you're here because had you not been here, that they would probably treated me like a hooker on the corner.
I actually think that was really good. And
you want to know what, Val? This tissue was full and fully fluffy. Now it's totally wet.
Well, last time, remember, it was the size of a pin by the time you finished dancing. So
Well,
I think this is okay.
You might want to open the door.
You're getting better at it every time.
Open the window. Let some breeze.
Paul, don't you ever have a damn live stream because I'm coming. I'm letting you know now.
People are coming for you, Paul.
Paul, I will be there.
Lawrence, it's your manager.
She booked you for $100 a show.
Yeah, and she's on tonight, Lawrence.
I can just hear him telling the IRS, "No, I do not dance as a job. No, I do not."
Exactly. In fact, that was a tax write-off. I did it for a good cause.
Yes, for beer and pizza.
You did it.
Herman.
You did it. You did it for those guys.
You're gonna have lots of really good pizza on $100, huh?
Hey, check this out. Mike Roscoe. Well, YouTube did take 30% like a pimp.
So your manager and YouTube pimped you out, Lawrence. How's that make you feel?
I think I did a good price. What happened?
I appreciate it.
Tried to cheat.
I appreciate it ever so much, Val. Val, I really appreciate it because at the rate of $50, hey, and Roger, you got nerve to laugh? I'm coming for you too, dude. You participated in that too. I could go. You helped participate in that.
Wow, something I wasn't involved in.
Roger and Tim are eating ribs and laughing their butts off, I bet.
Hey, Furball.
Happy it's not him.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm more than sure Roger's happy it's not him. But
Hey,
Roger,
guys,
I will not accept this. You need to participate here or something. Seriously.
Hey, Herman.
Yes.
I'm happy with the way it turned out, aren't you?
I mean, I could have. That's some of the things that we could have improved, but for what I did, that was all right.
Yeah, I thought he did real well, and Justin was happy. He was speechless through the whole thing.
Well, Justin's always speechless.
I mean, if we can double it, he ought to turn the camera around to the open room and get busy.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Herman.
Yeah.
Wait till your ass becomes
stuff like that.
Wait till your ass becomes monetized. It's coming. It's coming. It trust me. Your day is coming soon. Where we can harass you.
When I get monetized, I'm gonna have a producer that works all of this stuff out, and they'll just clip you off the panel.
Yeah. And Herman's gonna make sure that he has a manager that doesn't sell him like that.
For $100 a show. Wow.
Well, technically, it's still better than minimum wage. It's $50 an hour.
Those guys behind you on the bikes there, Elliot.
Yeah, one of the tribesmen.
Where are you, on Eastern Parkway, Elliot?
No, Ocean Parkway.
Okay, the wind is really loud in your mic. If you can turn down a little bit, that should cut some wind.
Actually, I'm walking into my building, but I just.
Hey.
Huh?
I see where you are.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay,
hey, Elliot, did you catch the performance?
No, I missed it. I was transferring from the car.
Thank you.
From the bus.
Because it's up there for all times. It's always there.
Hold it. Breaking news, eyewitness news just reported 3 unknown YouTubers getting pimped out, left naked in an alley with super chats.
What happened?
Robert Banks, you got jokes. All right.
I don't do that. Just learn. These are
All right. Let's see what we could do, Paul. Let's see what we could do on Herman's Wednesday nights with those guys with Herman.
Yeah, on Wednesday night with Herman, or you got another shot tonight. Val's going to be on with Robert
How are
Banks.
you? How's everything? Hey, sorry about that.
Well, first we got to find out what Val's willing to dance for.
This is true, but hey, Elliot.
Yes.
I noticed your doorman wasn't there. What happened?
Well,
Layoffs.
I noticed the doorman.
I don't have a doorman.
That's my point.
No, okay.
Well, where'd he go? They fired him?
No, there's never was one.
Well, Elliot, I was under the impression you lived in a building with a doorman.
No. I think you're confusing me with Eddie.
Now, because you don't have a doorman, I'm gonna have to break off all association with you.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. I'm still here.
Okay.
Well, it's only because we're in a good mood tonight. They got a good laugh at my expense, but it's okay.
Elliot,
Yes.
you want a doorman? I know somebody.
$100 for 2 hours.
$100. And he does dances, huh?
He'll stand downstairs and collect all the mail, all the UPS packages.
Think about it. Now the dancing doorman.
Don't even go there with the freaking packages.
Matter of fact, I can run 24-hour shift over there if you want.
Back from the sky. Thanks for popping in, guys. We appreciate it ever so much.
You guys got cameras?
Yeah, we got cameras.
Okay, so look, I can give you 2 guys every 3 guys a day over there. Run the shift 24 hours.
All right, you guys getting serious. Paul?
Yes, sir.
Don't ever have a live stream.
I'm not.
I'll let you know.
I promise you.
Hey, guys, I came in about 20 minutes late in the beginning. Did you touch on the, I guess, what was it, 914 Phantom, about his drone dropping out, right?
Yes, well, we had mentioned how he had flew into, before he took off, DJI gives you a message saying that your return home path may be altered because you're flying in a no-fly zone and it may be affected. We did mention that, and he was at the meetup, I believe, with John and Tom and them this morning. They had a meetup at Bush Terminal, and the guy was saying that's exactly how my drone went down, if I recall right. He was saying he went into the no-fly zone after getting that message, and it went automatically into return home. But no, it went into auto land.
Auto land, yeah.
Now here's something that the 107 pilot was saying why it stayed in auto land mode, and it would tend to make sense. What happens is the drone is in land mode. Now, if everyone knows, if you press the throttle up, it's supposed to go up or stay at that level. Okay, but after 3 to 5 seconds, the drone will override your command and start lowering again. He said, so to prevent that from happening, you have to let go of the full throttle and then press it up again. And either you'll stay level and go a little further, or you'll go higher and go a little further. And you have to play with it that way. But
except, right, like you say, though, at some point in time, the drone is going to go into suicide landing because if you can't return to home, it's going to run out of battery and say,
this guy was I don't know, don't quote me on the distance, but I believe he was a little less than a mile or close to a mile out, and the drone just went like this. It never stayed at one level, it never went back up. And from what the guy Tom, he comes to the live stream every now and then, he comes in and he was mentioning, yes, please click that like button. He was mentioning that if you keep your hand, because of the new firmware, Before, you used to be able, and Herman knows this, he experienced it at Orchard Beach. If you keep the throttle up, she'll stay up for a while and then start going down. But with the new firmware, for some reason, it's written in the firmware, if you keep your hand on that throttle, it's still going to land. And I think that's a very, very screwed up modification.
Well, I told you, I don't know on what he was flying, but I know on the Phantoms, on your toggle for your P mode and sport mode, if you flip the toggle, it will override and disconnect from its return to home that it went into.
Yeah, but how many people actually know that? And how many people are flying Phantoms these days? Pretty soon, I can take a picture with me in a Phantom, and 20 years from now, they'll be like, they used to fly those things.
Yeah, the museum pieces. Yep.
Exactly.
I don't know what he was flying.
Welcome back, Val. It's when are you gonna set up for your show? Because I'm guessing everybody will transfer over. Robert Banks will be on Val's Life at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please go check it out and support her channel. Val, while you were gone, we were trying to discuss how much super chat would it take for you to dance?
More than I think we have combined.
Yeah, but you said that before, Val.
Well,
you know.
Val, that's what I.
You know what? And I got a song all picked out.
Oh, she's ready.
Oh,
I got a song picked out. It's called My Way. And I do an interpretive dance, which, well, and the body stocking is the problem. I had trouble getting it on.
Okay.
Herman,
it's a little bit like a squirrel has a big fluffy tail attached. It was difficult. I've been trying to squeeze into it. It's like a wetsuit almost.
Herman, take your time. Take your time. Get that credit card ready.
Wow. You said it looks like a squirrel, but it's a.
Well, it's a bodysuit, a body stocking, and on the back has a big fluffy squirrel tail. And it's a tan color, so believe me, I'm not nude. It just looks like that. Yeah.
You sound like you're. Hey, wait a minute. Mike Rose says I say $150. That's the price plus tipping.
For me not to dance.
What's the hat say again, Paul?
Mike is acting as her agent now.
Yeah,
so
Mike is my agent now. I do have an agent.
$150. Yep. Okay. Yep. He set the price.
Let me just say, my squirrel outfit, my bodysuit is kind of cute. It's kind of weird. You won't sleep.
Val, you've got about 25 minutes to go get that put on before your show.
Believe me, it takes hours. It's quite the ordeal.
Well, then you'll have to dance without it.
It's like a size 2 body stocking.
Oh, natural.
So I got to stretch it out.
You just have to dance the squirrel dance on natural.
Nobody wants to see that one.
We have the price set now at $150 by your manager.
Hey! Well, your manager set a goal of $150.
Yep.
Like you, as my manager, set a goal is $100.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm not sure I'm the best one to set goals now. Because I don't think I got enough for that beautiful dance you did.
Yeah, because now I feel like a hooker on the corner. You're dancing for $150, and I only danced for $100.
And I know that's not right.
And 2 weeks before that, it was $50.
Yeah.
You're building up. We're building your up.
Well, see, Lawrence, what you got to figure is it was 51 week 100, so you got the 152. So. It's kind of the bar.
That's right.
You're learning the better corners to stand on.
Here we go.
My God.
Here we go. See,
I love it.
That's when you say, "Here we go."
Yeah. Herman's been giving this a lot of thought.
The Streaming Gamer, I supported your channel. Please support everyone else, and please click that like. This is Sunday Nights with Those Guys, and I'm gonna hate to watch this live stream over, but I think I need to watch it over to see what went wrong and where it went wrong. To be honest,
I know. Pick me. I know.
Gamer.
Herman says, I know.
yeah, I bet you do. Wait till your ass becomes monetized.
I know.
I
I know
think he is. I think we should monetize him tonight.
Hey, Herman, you
Yeah.
got to be careful, though. These guys might figure out that they can monetize it and get the money and you to dance.
Well, the way I see it,
Uh-oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
I
Did I
was
do it right?
I was looking at my watch time hours the other night. Go ahead.
He's more than halfway there. He's
Working
2,000.
your way up.
He's at 2,000 and change. So if we can get him
Nice.
to 4,000 hours, which comes out to be 240,000 minutes, and we can get Justin to 1,000 subscribers, eventually by the end of the summer, Justin should be on here dancing his ass off too.
Justin sits there and doesn't say a word because he says,
Very
I'm not,
good. Justin
I'm
did
not-
dance really fast.
Well,
Justin says, I'm not getting me no damn manager, I'll tell you that.
Justin will probably say, after watching these rookies, I don't need a manager.
Tell ya.
tell him, Justin, a manager had you walking down Santa Monica Boulevard in a pink robe talking to yourself. Or dancing on YouTube.
Sound like Boris Karloff in the 1960s.
Very
It's an
funny.
Ed Wood joke. Never mind.
See, that's how old you are.
You never saw the movie Ed Wood? Come on.
No, man. I'm not a movie buff. Herman is always coming at me. Did you see this movie? Did you see that movie? What do I tell you, Herman?
Know about everything. But I gave you a good movie to watch. You still ain't watch.
You know why?
What'd you tell him to watch?
Resistance is futile. They refuse to. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tape their eyeballs open and tie them up and make them watch it.
Did you ever see the Saw series?
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
How they get
Yeah.
some of these people
you get them in the house, and then
and they sitting there with like toothpicks under their eyes and they can't keep closing their eyes and stuff like that.
that's what I have to
Fired
do.
up, you can't move.
Sort of like Robot
They
Chicken.
just play the movie. They'll watch it.
Yeah. If you ever watch on MTV Robot Chicken, it's a skit. They used to do claymation. They have a lot of claymation series
yeah.
on MTV. And
Reminds me of Celebrity Deathmatch that they
Yeah,
used to have on
it's
MTV.
along the same. It's along the same concept. And the robot, what they did was they took a chicken and made him sit in a chair, and they made a robot eye, and they had something to hold his other eye open, and they made him watch cheap,
Sunday
So-
night with those guys?
yeah, stuff
Oh,
like that. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Hello, Ada and Julio Cash. Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. I don't know what the hell's going on, but you did miss a lot, and I highly suggest you watch the
Hello,
recording
Ada.
afterwards.
Go back
because
and watch it again. Yeah, there's a special
what the hell these
program
guys
that
are
Lawrence
talking
has.
about, I have no idea. I'm so glad the show will be over in 12 minutes. No, actually 17 minutes. And we can go to Val's life and see.
And torture her.
Supposedly, it's rumored, everyone in the chat room, that Val will be dancing tonight if we get $150 in her
Chat.
super chat.
Right. She's going to be wearing a black tube stocking.
Oh, it's
No, it's pink. Get it right. It's pink
Oh, it was pink? Oh,
yeah.
with a squirrel tail.
oh.
And she said a big fluffy squirrel tail.
Hey, Mike Roche, you're dating yourself. Circus of the Stars. I remember that, dude. And believe it or not, this may sound kind of morbid, but because they were actual actors and actresses, I was kind of hoping someone would fall or something, but it never happened.
So Novice, can I say something? Hey, Robert Banks, I don't think I can put it on your community tab because everybody could get to it. But I could put it on your, I think I can put it on your friends tab place.
What's
If
that?
you make me your friend, he's asking about the link where I can
Oh
put it.
yeah, yeah. You guys do have to be linked. And here's another feature added to YouTube. For you guys who don't know, other than the super chat emojis, um, you YouTube has a messenger service now, sort of like Facebook. So I saw it on my phone. There's actually a messenger button. If you look above the chat room, you have your icon, then you have the alerts or notifications, and to the left of that is a messenger now. So
Yeah.
you guys, if you want Val to push your show, Iceberg, not MTV. My nephew, thank you. Robot Chicken comes on Adult Swim Cartoon Network. Thank you very much, Guy.
Yeah, Spurg. Yeah, I don't know how to get friends on my friend channel thingy.
What do you mean? Oh, you would go to don't quote me on this, but I believe you go to the channel, and now with Messenger, you should be able to search for people. Like I can type in Val's life and add you. I can type in P Mary and add and so on. And if they're on
No, you
YouTube,
open up YouTube. You open up YouTube. Click on share,
Yeah.
and then share. Then you could see. You'll see like a whole list of everybody that you would be able to click on.
is that your friends, or how does that go?
I think that stuff that you're subscribed to, that you could add them then as a friend.
Okay. All right, that would make a lot of sense. All right, well, it's 6:45, and Sunday
Okay,
night for
I
those
gotta go
guys
because I
just
gotta
went
figure it out.
completely. What happened,
Val's gotta go get her costume on,
Val?
and
We're
Val.
coming.
we're coming, Val.
You
We're
said
gonna be there.
and
One thing I know is Novice and Herman and
yes.
Justin have to eat when they get off, so they won't be able to come by. So you guys have a really good dinner.
No, Val, actually, when I end the show, I go make something to eat. I sign into your show, and I'm usually listening. And I know for a fact if I type in the chat room, then everyone's going to go, "Hi, Novice, this, and that." But
Yeah.
after I'm sitting down with what I'm eating, then I'll go, "Hello," whatever. But Val, forget about it. Nice try. It didn't work.
Lawrence is gonna be there.
Oh, hell yeah, manager.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, because Lawrence says he's got to be loyal to his manager, Val, since you've already booked him twice.
Yeah, you
So,
booked me. Now listen, Val, you booked me, so it's only fair that I put one of those pretty little super chats up as well to get them started.
Okay, guys, I gotta go because I gotta do my channel.
All
I'm
right,
sorry
all
if I
right, Val. We'll see you. We'll see you in a little bit.
Hey, Lawrence,
he is
Lawrence,
the
I
wheel.
think she's starting to sweat a little bit,
Yeah,
Lawrence.
see, there we go.
On,
Yeah.
we'll be spinning the wheel. You don't want to miss it. That's Boots Studios.
Val. Oh my goodness. Later, Furball. Great
Bye, guys.
stream. Thank you
Take
so
care,
much,
Val.
Furball.
Bye, Val.
Val. We appreciate you guys coming and hanging with us. I promise you, next weekend show will be a little more focused. Only a select few of you will get invites. Elliot, you can get in. Justin and Herman and Paul, I don't know about you heifers. We'll have to talk.
Wow.
See how I feel next week. We'll have to see how I'm feeling next week. You know?
Wow, that's harsh.
Later, Furball.
Elliot,
look at that.
Fantastic.
Elliot the
And Herman the Magnificent.
Herman the Magnificent.
You know what?
Elliot the what? Elliot the
Elliot
what?
the Fantastic.
Elliot the
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
What's Justin?
Justin is the incredible.
Yeah, Justin the Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, Paul? For my
What's that?
show, after you mention me, right? You can
Yep.
mention Justin and then friend
Yeah, there you go.
or friend.
You know, you're gonna make me curse. Justin, what the hell am I? Chopped liver?
You're the friends.
Wow, I went
remember that?
I went
remember
from
that
one of
show?
those guys to friend.
You remember that show? That show you used to watch when you was in like I don't know high school. What was
Friends?
that guy? What was that guy's name? Tony Orlando.
Yeah.
We had that show.
Tony
Yep.
Orlando and Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah. Which one of them was Dawn, or were both of them Dawn?
See,
Both of them.
he's
Okay.
gonna make me mute him. See, there we go. This is, you know what, Herman? It's all good because
Something
you
like Justin.
will be monetized one day, and when you're monetized, I will be there in the shadows lurking. Trust me. You too, Paul.
I guess you still in 5 boroughs, huh?
What happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I hear a plug at 5 boroughs? What
Yeah,
was
5
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said you're gonna be lurking.
Oh shit!
Oh, and he dropped it. There you go.
Oh,
He
did
dropped the
you-
S-bomb.
Paul, you may not notice, but there's a group here in NYC, 5 Barrels, and at one time, it still is a great group. I like the group. I'm still a member of the group. It's
But?
just become plastic, you know. And Herman just said he can tell I'm still in 5 boroughs. Pretty much. I don't know if he's calling me plastic. Hey, Elliot, can you
Yes,
go to
sir.
the bathroom with that?
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
say those
Can you
things.
go to the bathroom with that?
I could go anywhere. Yeah. I'm
No,
active.
I saw you standing there shaking your hand. I'm like, what the hell is he doing
No,
over there?
mustard for my hot dog.
Dude, it didn't look like mustard to me.
Yeah.
Mustard for the hot dog.
Be
Okay.
careful.
But the only thing, I forgot buns, so I'm using pita bread. Good idea
Okay.
for it.
Val's life. Yeah, pita bread's actually pretty good on certain things.
For a
Val,
hot dog.
Left me
hold on. Robert, if you're still here in the stream, I think you should go set up for Val because she likes to be ready before the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so just we appreciate you coming in. We appreciate everyone here. Everyone's slowly transitioning over to Val's life, but it's 6:51. How the hell this live stream went to where it went?
I came over.
Elliot, they were starting before you even got here, dude.
You want me to tell?
Paul came in with a hula dress on, saying Lawrence is gonna dance. Lawrence is gonna dance. I don't know what the hell happened, but
I'm
it
gonna tell you
happened.
where it went left.
When Val said $100.
Nope. When you came on and said, "I don't have any drone news today, but we're gonna go."
Well, here for the let's. I guess we could tease it for the Wednesday show. Have anybody tried out the Osmo Action?
No,
You?
but I've been seriously thinking about getting it because I prefer the GoPro over the Osmo Pocket because the Osmo Pocket is just too small and delicate for me.
Yeah. If you have big hands, I've got a pocket too, and it's like I just can't get it manipulated.
Listen, Paul, in order to use an Osmo Pocket, you have to do like the baseball players and take some of that pine tar and stick it to your bare paw.
Here we go.
And stick it to your bare paw
Here we
and
go.
just use your thumb to operate it because everything else is going to get in the way.
I've had hand surgery and I can operate the thing with one hand.
You know why? You were
used to it.
You were
Because
used
you handle yourself with
No,
that. It's the same.
Elliot, he was used to twisting his hand like this already.
No, I saw him in Philly, and he was holding it like this. Like, okay, I'm just gonna hold it like, and it just looks so uncomfortable to hold like that.
You want to know what the Osmo Pocket
Hold it like this.
You want to know what the Osmo Pocket looks like? Seriously, when
It looks like a GoPro.
when the man is holding it, it looks like he's holding an action figure. All right, seriously, Paul, you can agree. I mean, come on, is that thing tiny or is it not?
Here we go.
And with the GoPro
It's,
Action, with the GoPro Action's video stabilization, it would be a lot easier to walk with it or have it in a three-part in Osmo 2 gimbal than to walk with. I don't know. I need to give it a try.
Here's the thing. Did you see how the rain in my last video was beating up on my head? You saw that in the Osmo?
Well, if they didn't have 1080p, no. But his last,
It was shot in 4K, bro.
it was shot in 4K. But if someone had 720, all they saw was spit on the forehead.
Oh, that's all I saw? So, all right, now we got jokes. Okay, no problem. But then they also saw your forehead.
Paul, do you see what I have to deal with, Paul? You see what I have to
Yeah.
deal with? And
Yeah.
Elliot's actually behaving himself because he's hungry and he's eating food now.
Yeah,
But
he's got food in his mouth. That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
quite sure he would be on the bandwagon.
They're doing. You want to know something? They're doing a great job without me. So I'm just.
Elliot, hold on. Do not talk while you're eating that hot dog, because if you choked out, nobody could save you.
That's the idea. So we'll just keep going.
I mean, at least I know his address. I can get his address to give, the paramedic.
By then, he would be blue.
No, not in his neighborhood. They're gonna come quick.
Oh yeah. Let's not go there. And with today's news, with today's drone news,
My neighborhood. Well, I would just die here.
You'll be like, okay, yeah, he's getting blue. I see it now.
Yeah, right? His left arm stopped twitching.
I have to use the move for myself.
Could you imagine? I'm serious. Could you imagine? I mean,
And you don't need to hurry because he stopped moving.
Exactly. Anyway, we appreciate it ever so much. I appreciate the super chats from all of you guys. I'm putting your name on a list. It's a very short list. All of you who have.
But your manager's got to be at the top of the list there, Lawrence.
All I know is that she booked you for $100.
That's right. That's right.
Well, now, why has it got to be booked me for $100?
She said for $100 you'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm not a freaking call girl. You don't book me for
Well,
$100.
you can dance again for the same $100?
she challenged us, didn't she, Herman?
Right. Are you gonna dance again for the same $100?
Hell no.
For another $100?
Look, this tissue was fully fluffed when I started. It's this small now after going through that ordeal. But the first one from when you guys did that with the $50, the tissue was crumbled up about this small. So
Yeah, it was.
This is not going to become a regular thing. I appreciate it ever so much. We appreciate it on Sunday nights with those guys. Hey, Elliot, are you done eating your hot dog so we can do a Sunday nights with those guys drop?
Go ahead. I got on my second one.
Hey Justin, what was that name Lawrence used in that show he used to do? What was that?
Here we go.
Was it Fame? Leroy, yeah, that was his name.
Okay, let's see. Paul, I have to put up with this every day. Every day I have to put up with this, and you wonder why.
You love it.
Okay, EBR, thank you for coming and hanging. Seriously, we appreciate it ever so much. Everyone that donated super chats, I appreciate it ever so much. We're gonna move over to Val's life. See you all on Val's. Bye later, Roger. I'm coming. One day I'll be there. You were part of the gang too, and you too, Jay Santiago.
And Herman and I had nothing to do with it.
Herman and you had no. You came in the damn chat. When is Lawrence dancing?
Well, I was just asking. I didn't want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
You know what? We're gonna have to figure something out here. We have to get you started on a live stream. I agree, Paul. You're gonna have to stop visiting everyone else's live stream and start.
Hey, Herman, you and we have an alibi. Justin was here for the whole thing. We didn't have anything to do with it. It was his manager.
All right, you can get that one this week. Okay. Listen, guys, I appreciate it ever so much. I really, really do. I appreciate you hanging. Trust me, next week we will have news topics. to keep from diversing from certain subjects. Like you guys get distracted like a bunch of kindergartners.
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point, man. But Sunday nights, we're gonna do one last drop and then I'm gonna end it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone in the chat. We're switching over to Val's Life. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by
Those
guys.
guys.